Hello everybody, it's Tom and Jerry Fan 64 here. It's now time to do a movie review to Jury Duty with Pauly Shore. This is not going to be a rant. Even though I do not like this movie at all. I will get this movie back in the collection on VHS and I will get it on DVD. This movie is just a guilty pleasure, but it's still a really, really bad movie. I don't know what would be even worse than Jury Duty. I think this movie might be the worst movie of 1995, in my opinion. I didn't think it was one of the worst movies ever. It does have a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. But if I were to give this movie a score, I would give it like maybe a 48. Or maybe a 40. I would probably give it a 40%. This movie is definitely on the cringier side of movies, and this was the first Pauly Shore movie I ever watched. I will get this movie for the collection, even though this movie is definitely a bad movie, and I'm kind of embarrassed that I like this movie. But I will try to get his movie Biodome for the collection. Please don't hate me. I will get Biodome for the collection, even though I heard that one's terrible, but I want to own most of Pauly Shore's movies. I actually used to have one of his movies called Son-in-Law, but I got rid of it. I will get Jury Duty back in the collection on VHS and DVD for the laughs, even though there's not very many laughs to be had in this movie, to be honest. I did laugh close to the end, but I'm not going to spoil it. And I do like that there's a cute dog in this movie. That's one of the more redeemable factors. And Stanley Tucci plays the villain in this movie, which I thought Stanley Tucci played a pretty decent villain. But his villain character in this movie, Stanley Tucci's villain character in this movie, is so unlikable. So unlikable. So yeah, and I did have a happy ending, and I'm not going to spoil it, but I did enjoy this movie still. Even though it's a good movie, but bad movie. It's both a good movie and a bad movie at the same time. It's kind of in the middle. It is definitely it's definitely one of the weakest comedy movies of the 90s. But I still enjoyed this movie. I still found some enjoyment in this movie. So yeah, I'm going to give the movie Jury Duty a 4 out of 10 stars, and I'm going to give it an E-. It's a guilty pleasure, but yeah. This movie's not a very good movie, that's for sure, but it's not I didn't think this movie was the worst movie ever. So yeah, that is it for my review to the movie Jury Duty, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you're generous enough, please consider leaving a like on this video and subscribe. Plus, it really helps out, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye, everybody. Adios.